Let me ask you something. When was the last time you complained about your life? Traffic, work, stress, not enough time. Now imagine losing your eyesight tomorrow. Would those problems still feel the same? The man in this story couldn't see the sun, yet he was the most grateful person in the room. And the man who had everything was miserable. This is the story of how a blind tea seller taught a successful man how to see. Arjun was 38 years old, software engineer, good salary. He had a loving wife named Priya and a 7-year-old son named Kabir. He had a car, a flat in the city. From the outside, his life looked complete, but Arjun didn't see it that way. He woke up every morning with a heavy chest. The traffic was always too slow. His boss was always too demanding. The food was never quite right. The weekends were never long enough. He had a habit, a dangerous one. Every day, he counted what was missing from his life, never what was present. One evening, Arjun was stuck in traffic. Again, he had been sitting in the same spot for 40 minutes. He was tired, hungry, frustrated. He stepped out of the car and walked to a small roadside stall nearby. An old man sat behind a tiny table with a gas stove and a dented kettle. He was making tea, and he was blind. His eyes were pale gray, covered with cataracts. He moved slowly and carefully, feeling every cup, every spoon, every measure of sugar. Arjun sat down on the small wooden bench. "One tea," he said flatly. The old man nodded and smiled. His name, painted in faded letters on the stall, read, "Babu's Tea." Arjun watched him work. Every movement was deliberate, gentle, patient. Babu poured the tea with steady hands, slid the cup forward, and said warmly, "Long day, sir." "Every day is long," Arjun muttered. Babu chuckled softly. "Tell me something good about today," the old man said. Arjun looked at him. "Excuse me." "Something good," Babu repeated simply. "One small thing, anything." Arjun stared at the old blind man. Then he looked around. At the dusty road, the exhaust fumes, the honking cars. "Nothing was good today," Arjun said. Babu was quiet for a moment. Then he said something Arjun would never forget. "Sir, I have not seen the sun in 11 years. Arjun froze. "But this morning," Babu continued, "I felt it on my face for a few minutes, just warm sunlight, and I thought, what a gift, what an absolute gift." He poured himself a small cup too. "I cannot see the color of this tea, but I can smell it. I can feel the warmth of the cup in my hands. That is enough to be grateful for today." Arjun didn't speak. He picked up his tea slowly. He took a sip. For the first time in months, he actually tasted it. It was sweet, warm, a little gingery. He sat there in silence for a long moment. Then a thought crept in quietly. When did I stop noticing things like this? He paid Babu and walked back to his car. The traffic hadn't moved, but something inside Arjun had. That night, he sat on the edge of his bed after Kabir had fallen asleep. He opened the Notes app on his phone. He typed 3 words at the top, "Things I have." Then he stared at the blank screen for a minute. Then slowly, he started writing. "Kabir laughed today at dinner. That sound. Priya kept my dinner warm, even though I came home late. I have 2 working eyes. I have a job that pays my bills. There was hot water for my shower this morning." He stopped. He read it back. His eyes stung. Not from sadness, from recognition. He had been so busy looking at everything he didn't have, that he had become completely blind to everything he did. Just like Babu. Except Babu had an excuse for not seeing. Arjun didn't. Now, here's where I want to ask you something directly. How often do you do this? Count your problems instead of your blessings. We all do it. It is human nature. But here is what science actually says. Studies show that people who write down 3 things they're grateful for every day, just 3, experience measurably lower stress, better sleep, and stronger relationships within just 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Not 3 years. Not 3 months. 3 weeks of one small habit. That's the power of gratitude. Arjun decided to try it. Every night before bed, he wrote 3 things. Some days it was easy. Kabir hugged me this morning. Got a window seat on the metro. Had a really good lunch. Some days were hard. On those days, he wrote, I woke up today. My heart is beating. Someone smiled at me. Small things. Almost embarrassingly small. But something began to shift. 2 weeks in, Priya noticed it first. You seem different, she said one evening. Different how? Arjun asked. She thought for a moment. Lighter, she said. Like something heavy fell off you. Arjun smiled. He told her about Babu, about the tea, about the blind man who felt sunlight and called it a gift. Priya listened quietly. Then she took his phone and read his gratitude list. Her eyes filled up. You wrote that Kabir's laugh is the best sound in the world, she said softly. It is, Arjun said simply. She reached over and held his hand. They sat like that for a while. No television, no phones. Just 2 people remembering what they had. 1 month later, Arjun went back to the tea stall. He wanted to find Babu. The stall was there, but a young boy was running it now. Arjun asked about the old man. The boy looked down. Dada passed away 2 weeks ago, he said quietly. He was my grandfather. Arjun stood very still. Was he happy? He asked. It was a strange question. He knew it. But the boy smiled immediately, always, every single day. He used to say, I may not see the world, but I feel it. And that is more than enough. Arjun walked back to his car slowly. He sat inside for a moment. Then he opened his notes app. He added one more name to his gratitude list. Babu, the man who taught me to see by going blind. Here's the truth this story wants to leave with you. Gratitude is not about pretending life is perfect. It is not about ignoring your pain. It is about choosing to notice what is still good. Even on the hard days. Even when everything feels heavy. Because gratitude doesn't change your situation. It changes you. And when you change, everything around you begins to change too. So tonight, before you sleep, try this. Write down just 3 things. 3 things you are grateful for today. They don't have to be big. A warm bed. A phone call from a friend. A meal you enjoyed. Start there. And watch what happens over the next 3 weeks. Because somewhere out there, a blind old man felt sunlight on his face and called it the best moment of his day. If this story touched you, share it with one person who needs a reminder today. And tell us in the comments, what is one thing you are grateful for right now? Let's fill this space with gratitude.